Well, hello there, ma'am. I have to say, you're looking very pretty today. I love that outfit. You know, a lot of people try to dress like that and they just can't pull it off. I don't mean like literally pull it off. I mean, I'm not trying to pull anything. Literally, it's just a figure of speech. A lot of people try to dress like that and they can't pull it off too good. But you look nice. You look especially nice and festive today. Did you know that that style of clothing is known as athleisure? It has a name. Now, when Mother was young, they wore these things called leisure suits. They just looked like jumpsuits. The $6 Million Man was fond of them. It's probably for your time. You probably don't recall. You look very young and firm. I suppose you don't know about the $6 Million Man. It doesn't matter because we're not here to talk about that anyway. Today, we are going to go over some gifts. I don't know if you're aware, there's actually an occasion coming up, a holiday. Well, you probably don't get the day off work. Where do you work? It's nice. I don't see a ring on your finger there. I think that's good for me. It's not good for you. You're probably sad, but it's good for me. You don't have a fella. I don't mean to be forward, but I find that if I delay and I don't act, they get away sometimes. Oh, you do have a boyfriend. Oh, do you though? Well, where I don't see him. I mean, I'm not calling you a liar. You probably are because he's not here. So, where is this supposed boyfriend? He's what? The the You're telling me that your boyfriend is the mayor of Nathanville? What are the odds? Yeah, I'm sure he probably lives in Canada too, right? I can't meet him because he's in Nathanville. Well, I'm let's not go any further with that right now. I don't want to embarrass you anymore. I just call you in a lie, and I don't mean anything by that. I think it's actually kind of cute that you would lie like that to play hard to get. I find a lot of women do that. They play hard to get, and Mother, she doesn't believe they're playing hard to get. She won't listen to me. And I tell her, Mother, they're just playing hard to get. That just means they want you to try harder. You got to put in more effort to show that you care about whoever. And then she said, Carl, they don't want it, that they don't want you. They're not playing hard to get. They just aren't interested. She's always trying to rip apart my self-esteem. And I think it's called subconsciously. See, she doesn't want me to ever get a lady because then I won't have room in my life for her, which is hogwash. I mean, she acts like I've already got a nursing home picked out and I'm just going to boot her out when I got somebody else to move in. Like Shady Acres or, Autumn Falls or, those are perfectly good. Don't you think? What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I do tend to get sidetracked sometimes. Your beauty has just, it's waylaid me. I've gone off down here somewhere. I'm sorry about that. Yes, we are here to discuss a holiday that you may not be aware of. And this holiday is called Valentine's Day. Are you familiar with Valentine's Day? Not a lot of people know about it. See, it's this holiday, and it's based on Saint Valentine, who I think was an employee of CVS, and he apparently saved somebody's love for a cherub, and then there were some bows and arrows involved. But anyway, Saint Valentine is important, and we want to remember love. It's all about love. See, and that's why I love Valentine's Day, because I am a diehard romantic at heart. I will always be. And so when it comes to Valentine's Day, I would like to shower my special lady with gifts. I would just bombard her with gifts. I'd overwhelm her with gifts if I had a lady. I almost had a lady. I had my eye on this lovely, sparkly lady at the library, and I even took her gifts after Christmas, wrapped them special, and I had a speech prepared and everything. And she just dismissed me, like she just told me to leave her alone. And then that other lady that works there, I thought maybe I could direct my love beam in her direction and get somewhere. She shoved me in a trash can, and I had to extract myself and vacate the premises with the quickness. That was just how that worked out. And so anyway, we broke up. It didn't work out. So I don't have a lady. All I have is my mother. So I guess everything I have here is gonna go to her. Unless you're willing now to, just drop the charade. Charade is like, I think it's something you make out of paper, but anyway, it's fake. If you want to just drop that and just see, I would love to make your acquaintance. What is your name? I want to shake your hand. Can I kiss you? COVID, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I don't want to swap any cooties here. I understand. Let me ask you though. Say you found a fella, and you liked him a lot. Would COVID be enough to keep you from wanting to swap spit or any other fluids? Would you worry about that, or do you think your emotions would just take over, and like your overwhelming love for this man would? There you go again. You talking about your boyfriend, the mayor of Nathanville. I'm so sure. I happen to know what the mayor of Nathanville looks like. Everybody knows. He's like a Ken doll, like he was carved out of cream cheese. I mean, he looks, you know how he looks. Well, I guess you do say you're his girlfriend, but I mean, no offense, but what are the odds that nothing personal, but I don't know that I see y'all together. Does he know that you're his girlfriend? Because, see, I carried on a relationship with a lady at the post office for 4 years, and she didn't even know. Yeah, and then they told me to quit going to the post office, and now I'm banned from there, and I have to go all the way to Mount Trace to mail anything now. It's kind of inconvenient, to be honest, because I got to pick up mother's, pension checks, and they had to reroute them up there because I can't go in there anymore. All I did was have a skywriter put her name up there and her phone number and some other personal information. I had to make myself known. When you want to impress somebody, you want to make a splash. You want to do big things. I thought a skywriter would be a good thing. I didn't mean to, cause any problems putting her social security number up there. But anyway, I got in trouble, and then she went through a whole bunch of stuff, so we had to break up. She didn't even know we were a couple, but we had to break up. So now I'm freewheeling it. I'm out here scratching. I'm trying to find me somebody special. And you just look like you could be somebody special. You look like somebody that would be comfortable, just sitting around on a lazy Saturday afternoon in your pajamas, just watching movies and eating popcorn, taking naps every now and then. See, we could do that together, because I do that a lot. Now, I do that, say, with Mother at this point, but all she ever wants to watch is Matlock and Golden Girls, and I'm looking for somebody that wants to watch something a little more exciting than that. Oh, the Golden Girls is pretty funny, I gotta admit. I'm tired of Matlock. I'm just so tired of it. That's all she wants to watch. But see, like I say, if you were in my life, we could just do a little math. Like, we could subtract one mother and just put her over here, like take the remainder mother and plop her in this very nice nursing home. I would never put her in a cut rate facility to save a few $100s to fix up my El Camino. I would never do that. I mean, I never would even consider the fact that if I put her in Shady Acres, it's cheaper, and I would have enough left over out of her pension check every month to make my payments on my rented rims on my El Camino. maybe I'm doing rent to own, and in 37 more months they're going to be mine. And see, I could continue that all the way up to ownership if I just put her in Shady Acres. Oh, that'd be something. Well, see, basic math. Subtract the mother and put you in. See, you subtract and you add, because nature abhors a bathroom, a vacuum. Abhors. Now that sounds like something dirty. It's not. It means that it doesn't like a bath, a vacuum. I keep wanting to say bathroom. I don't know why. I've been to the restroom. I don't need to go. I put you in there. And see, we could sit and watch all kinds of things. It'd be nice. Well, you think about it, and I'm going to show you what you could be getting if you would just consider the fact that I understand the mayor of Nathanville is so handsome, and his family's wealthy, and he's got that really nice car, and all his teeth match, and that's nice and all. But you gotta remember now, see, I'm a little bit of a celebrity myself. See, I was on TV a few times because I stopped a bank robbery. I stopped him with the power of my own mouth. Now, how many people can say that? No, I don't mean, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't jump in front of a bullet or anything like that. I just ran my mouth until it got aggravated, and I wasted enough of his time that they caught him before he got away. But I stopped a bank robbery, so, I got that going for me. I bet the mayor of Nathanville can't say that. I bet he's never stopped a robbery. Of course, they could just walk in with that beautiful face and just bring everything to a screeching halt. Not that I'm jealous or anything. Must be nice to have all that money and time and personal trainers I bet he has, and a chef, and all these people to keep him so beautiful all the time. Must be nice to have that. I wouldn't know, because I have to actually work, unlike him. Nothing against your boyfriend. I'm sure he's nice. But anyway, you just keep on pretending I'm going to show you what we got. Now, this is what you would get if you would just agree to be mine. That's all you have to do. We'll just forget you even mentioned the mayor. We won't even talk about it anymore. So you're going to be mine. Now look here. I would favor you with gifts like this. You see these right here? Now, I purchased these at the Dollar Tree. Not that I think you're only worth $1. I think you're worth at least 10. And we'll get up to that point. But you get these 4 containers. Look, now these are made of high quality plastic. Not only that, they come in a cellophane bag here, and if you like crinkly sounds, you could crinkle it to your heart's content. And they have little holes in them, and they come with pieces of string and little cards in there that say Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, it all loops back around. It's like the circle of life. We were just talking about Valentine's Day and how it started. It got started at the CVS, and you could have cards for each of your 4 hearts. Now you may say, Carl, what is so special about that? What's so special about that is, you know what you can put in here? Anything you want. And that's just for you. Anything you want can go in these little hearts, as long as it's small. So you can take your containers and fill them to your heart's content, as long as you don't have much. And not only that, you get to do it 4 times. Because see, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hearts. Now these are turned upside down, but you can rotate them and then they'll be right side up. So they're good as new. You can do them like that. You can do them like that, or up like this, or sideways. You can look at them any way you want to, and they're just beautiful. They're red, because usually when you think of hearts, you think of the color red. I don't know if you know about that, but usually it's red. There's more. There's more. That's just the first thing. Now, I believe when love is in the air, when you're talking about love, you see signs. You see signs of the love. Like for me, it's your outfit. I mean, you just look like you're ready to lounge all day. See, when I get done here, I don't have anything to do. I'm currently in between jobs at the moment. I tried to get a job at this gym, and I tried to move some weights, but they were heavy. They were so heavy. I said, I can't do this, and I just had to quit. Everybody was staring at me. I was trying to do jumping jacks on a treadmill, and it didn't go well. And they were saying something about a lawsuit, and I had to leave. But anyway, I'm trying to find another job because I believe in supporting myself and being industrious and productive every day. I mean, when I say I like to lay around, doesn't mean I like to do that all the time. I'm not a lazy man. I'm a good man. I work. I'm a good, hard-working man. But I also have a very wide variety of spiffy shirts. I love my shirt collection. If you came over, I could show you all my shirts. You could even wear one. I'd let you wear one. I'd let you wear the classic. I have one of the classics. You know, those are high dollar. You can't buy those anymore. I'd let you put on my classic, and maybe I get the Polaroid out and I can take a picture. You know, a Polaroid is a type of camera. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we could do that. But I believe in signs, and you know, sometimes when you're talking about love, you're gonna find literal signs like this one. Now, I would love to put this up for you. I would give this to you, and now it says love each moment. You see, now it's made to look like wood. That's the beauty of it, though. It's not actual wood. It's just a piece of a board. Look, that's all it is. And so you don't have all that maintenance that you would have with actual boards. This is basically just press board. That's all that is. So whether you want to try on my shirts or not, we could sit around together and we could look at this sign, and we could hold hands and talk about how nice it is to love each moment. You know, because that's what life's all about. You want to savor the moments, you know, like a good spaghetti sauce or a can of Vienna sausages. You just want to savor the moments. And it comes with a free cord. It's got a cord on it. You don't even have to find your own twine or anything. I don't even know where you buy twine, but here's some. And you can hang it up like that. And you could even leave it up past Valentine's Day to remind yourself how awesome your boyfriend is. You know, the real one, not the one in Nathanville that you're making up. Okay, and how about this? Now, here's something. Now, I won't brag on myself, but one thing that makes me stand out from other men is the fact that, now hold on to yourself. Don't throw your panties on the stage, but I use reusable shopping bags. I do. I use reusable shopping totes. They go to offer me a plastic bag. I will say no thank you. That is not necessary. I have my own shopping bags. And here's one right here that I would give to you. Do you use reusable shopping bags? Well, if you don't, then you can start with this one here, and I would give this to you for free. I don't even expect a kiss, although, you know, if you wanted to just plant one, you know, here, I'm just saying, you know, if the opportunity is there, which it is because we're not doing anything right now, you could just, I mean, no, well, if the mood strikes you later, maybe. To remember what I said, I use reusable shopping tote bags. I do not take plastic bags. I will say no thank you. I am not interested, and I do not need your paper bags either. I will save the environment myself, single-handedly. I'm saving banks. I'm saving the environment. I mean, I'm practically Superman if you want to look at it that way. But you would get a free tote bag. If you don't even know what it is, it right there, it says tote bag. That's very helpful. It's got these handles up here, and they're crinkled. They're folded. You could straighten them out if you want. I wouldn't put an iron on there, probably melt them, but this bag, now I don't know if you're familiar with puns. You know what a pun is? It's kind of like a play on words. That's not a football thing, I don't think, but it's a play. You know, your totes amazing, and see, totes in this instance would be a shortened version of another word. It's totally, now this is, but it's a pun because you have it written right here on a tote bag, and that makes it funny. Do you get it now? It's funny because it's a tote bag and it says your tote's amazing, which I totally think you are. It's adorable. I love explaining things to people. And with you, I bet I could explain a lot of things like this. We could just go through life and I could just teach you everything. I could just educate you on things. That I would love that. I'm looking for someone. I don't like the term simple. Unspoiled by the world would be a better phrase for it. Not naive, just pure. You know, I'm looking for someone that needs to be molded and guided. You know, because I believe I was born to do that for a lady. I just believe I was born to educate people on things like this. And it would be really great if you would just let me do that. Now, if you want to be my lady, I have more. I have so much more that I would love to give you, and I would put all of this in a little basket for you. I don't have one yet. I've been looking in Goodwill, and they just haven't had a nice enough basket, but they will by Valentine's Day, I bet. I'm going to put it all in a nice basket for whatever lady, could be you, whatever lady happens to, skip along and land in my life between now and then. This could be yours right here. Now, I don't mean to tempt you to the point that you go insane, but you could get these necklaces right here. These are plastic, but look how shiny they are. They reflect the light so pretty. They look like shiny pimples. I'm impressed. Now, these are each 32 inches long, and you get 4 of them. 2 pink ones and 2 red ones. And I think they would look so nice on you. And you could just sit around in your beautiful necklaces and make all your girlfriends jealous. And they would say, "Oh my goodness, who gave you that?" You say, "My boyfriend did." And they'd be so jealous because I bet their boyfriends are just dog food. I bet they just give them rocks and dirt for Valentine's Day. They're probably just old fooey heads. They don't know what to do for a lady. Probably take them to the drive-thru at Arby's. Something sad like that. If you're going to go out to eat on Valentine's Day, you need to do it right. You go to Olive Garden, okay? Because they got the endless bread, or is it salad? What is it you can't ever, it's infinite something. Infinite, because that's what your love should be. If you love a person, take them to Olive Garden. Just wallop them over the head with all that garlic. I'm passionate about this, I'm sorry, but nothing says love like preheated, prepackaged frozen food that's supposed to look real, like it's actually from somewhere. That's what you do it right. If you're going to do something for your lady, you do it right. That's what I would do for you. I would go to Olive Garden for you, and I would not say that about many people, except Mother, because right now she's paying the bills, and she likes those breadsticks. So I'd take her, I'll be honest with you. But, I mean, look, once you marry a couple, I mean, you can forget about her. I don't mean forget about her, but you can just vaguely put her out of your mind because she's going to be busy over at Shady Acres doing bingo or shuffleboard or whatever. I don't know what they do there. They should be doing that. And you can wear your pretty necklaces here. You're going to look so pretty in this. Oh my gosh, you are missing out if you don't go for this. But look what you also get. I know you got to say it now. You got to own up now. Look. This is an entire bag of unicorn erasers. Are they not beautiful? Look, you get pink ones, this is blush, this is bashful, and you get purple, and then little bluish green looking ones here. This is heavy. You get 12 of these. And feel how heavy that is. That's solid. That is solid rubber. I mean, there's a 12. Now, I went all out for this. Look, I didn't even get these at Dollar Tree. I went all the way over across town to the Walmart, and I paid $1.98 for that. Yeah, and that's going to be yours, too. That will fit in there nicely. And the lovely thing about these erasers here, see, they don't even have holes in them. They don't even have a hole in their butt or anything. You could use it as a pencil topper, but you'd have to, bore it out or core it out or something. These are solid. And not only that, I don't know if you noticed, these unicorns have wings. Now you think about that. How often is somebody going to offer you 12 unicorns with wings for Valentine's Day? I bet you that flashy mayor will give you that. Do you know what he's going to do for you for Valentine's Day? Supposedly. Oh, you don't? Of course you don't. How convenient that you don't know. Well, while we think about that, look here. I would give you this. You know what this is? This is called cereal. Now, this is Honey Nut Cheerios. And you're going to say to yourself, Carl. Well, you wouldn't say Carl because you're not Carl. Don't feel bad. You don't. Sometimes I don't want to be Carl either. The thing about this, though, well, Carl, what does this have to do with Valentine's Day? Well, did you miss the heart? See, anything with the heart on it works for Valentine's Day because it's red, and Valentine's Day is all about hearts. I just as a refresher, it's what it's about. And CVS, and with this one, you could even win whatever this thing is. It kind of looks like a stapler. I don't really know what you do with it. It's a PlayStation 5 console. Is that like Swingline? Is that just I don't know if that's a brand name. I don't know much about staplers, but you get a nice one here, and then you get one of the small desk size ones. Now, this box sends a message right here. It's not just the heart. See, I would be helping with your cholesterol. I would help lower your cholesterol with these Honey Nut Cheerios. And if you will notice, it's already been opened because I ate some this morning. But see, this is my way of letting you know that I will share with you. You get to have my already opened and partially consumed cereal box. Because I care, I care, and I want to share it with you. Now, it's bowed up a little bit because Mother, when she poured my cereal this morning, she took the whole bag out. And once you take the bag out, it never goes back right, and it was all puffed out, and she crammed it down in the box and kind of warped it a little bit because she's impatient and just generally distasteful. And now my box barely closes. Look. She ruined it. Now the rest of the time that you're dealing with this box, it's going to be like that. But don't forget, it helps lower your cholesterol. And that's what's important. Sometimes our health has to take precedence, which means it has to come before other stuff. That's how I feel anyway. Now, if your eyes get puffy, you can use these. These are hot and cold iPads. Now, I know you have heard of iPads. They're very popular. These are special iPads. And these are better than whatever the other, I don't even know what the other iPad does, but this is great because, see, they've got glitter in them. I bet iPad, the electronic device doesn't have glitter in it. And you freeze these or warm them up, and you flop them on your eyes. You just flap them on your eyes and leave them here. And you take them off, your eyes don't look so terrible. Not that your eyes look terrible. They look, I reckon they're all right. But this will make them look even better. You'll get iPads in your goodie basket. Now you probably say to yourself, that's got to be all he's got. You can't possibly have more than that. I actually do. I actually do. Look, do you know what that is? It looks like a mutated croc, doesn't it? You gotta say to yourself, Carl. Only if your name's Carl, though. Why would you give me this? And what is it? Well, it's a thing. It's called Optari. Optari. Even the bottom looks like a shoe. This is called a purse. And you see, it's already got an owl on it. It's got an owl on it and little designs here. It's actually made to look like a shoe. Now, pro tip, when you're giving people gifts for Valentine's Day or birthdays or Christmas, New Year's, Flag Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, whatever day, take the Goodwill sticker off first, because otherwise they're going to think you're cheap, which you're totally not. I mean, you're just good with money. If you're buying them presents at the thrift store, that doesn't mean you're cheap. That just means you're good with money, and that you really care about them, because that means you're saving up money for something else that may be for them. So it's not a bad thing. You're going to give them this. You know what's good about this thing here? Like I said, it already comes with an owl, so you don't have to go find an owl to put on here. He's already there. But this thing is totally waterproof. This is just a rubbery, foam molded purse. There's nothing in it. That way, you can put your own stuff in here, and as long as you don't mind it falling out or people seeing it through these holes, you could run it through the car wash and it would be fine. The contents may not be, but your purse is waterproof. And if you're one of those people that finds yourself getting doused with water periodically without expecting it, like I do, it's good to have waterproof things. If you're going to be my lady, it probably would behoove you to get waterproof items, because sometimes I do get doused with water without expecting it. And if you're with me, if you're my lady, unfortunately, you're probably going to get caught in it as well. I'd really hate that. So you get a waterproof purse that I may or may not have found at Goodwill for $2.99. But I'm not done. I got more. Now, I don't want this one to confuse you. Let me explain this. Now this here, this may be a little exciting. Now, I don't want you to lose your cool and just go all crazy or anything. You know, don't strip down. This is a $1 billion bill. $1 billion. I could give you $1 billion, only I would not be giving you $1 billion, because I don't believe there is such a thing as $1 billion bill. I don't believe I'd want to carry around a piece of paper that was worth $1 billion. That'd be a bad idea. But see, look, it's a Russell Stover note. I don't know if you know who Russell Stover is, but I believe he made chocolate and candy and whatnot. This one has chocolate bars. And it says Happy Valentine's Day. Now, that should have been the first clue that this is not an actual piece of currency of any sort. That and the fact that it's really thick. It's actually just a chocolate bar. But it's the good kind. It's Russell Stover. I mean, I didn't get any of that garbage Elmer chocolate. It's not even chocolate. It's basically just wax that looks like chocolate. So you get $1 billion bar of Russell Stover chocolate because I care about you. And you're going to get some little rainbow mini pens. Look at these. Now, I went to the big dollar store. Again, I went to Walmart and I paid $1.98 for these. Because I want you to know you're worth more than just Dollar Tree merchandise exclusively. I went to Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Goodwill for these items for you. Or they could be for you if you just drop the act and, you know, get with the winner. That's all you gotta do. I mean, well, I'm dancing as hard as I can here. How can you not see what a good deal I am? You're gonna get all these, you get 12 pens and they're all different colors. Aren't they nice? These are party favors. We could have a party. And now these may look a little dirty, but they're not. That's not what it looks like. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not saying these are a female body part. These are not. Get your mind out of the gutter. But don't be afraid to put it there later. If you know what I mean. I mean, depending on how things go. These are fortune cookies. Now, you cannot eat these because they're made out of foam. And if you eat foam, you start seeing people that died a long time ago, and it's not comfortable because you have to have awkward conversations with people. And don't eat foam. It will ruin your weekend. There are little pieces of paper in here, and they've got notes on them, and they're all different. They say stuff like, "You make me smile," or "You're so sweet," which you will be after eating that $1 billion chocolate bar. Lots of hugs are coming. I'm a good hugger. I mean, you can ask my mother. I mean, I have a lot of practice hugging her because I don't really have anybody else to hug. I could hug my pillow, but I don't know how accurate that is. But these all have a different saying on them, and we can open them together while we watch TV. There's nothing in here to eat. So if you just make us some popcorn, we could eat that or some of your cereal, perhaps. I have one more thing, and then I want to show you the special thing. I have a special prize. And this is all going to my lady once I find a basket at Goodwill. Look here. Now, I bet you've never seen anything like that. This is a unicorn and cupcake lollipop bouquet. Now, a bouquet is French for a bunch of flowers. Bouquet sounds better than lollipop, bunch of flowers. Now, I did get these at the Dollar Tree, but look, they have sprinkles on the cupcakes, so you know it's good. And they're individually wrapped, because it's not really good for your figure if you want to sit down and eat them all at once. Now, personally, I don't really appreciate, if I were to start dating a lady and then, she just starts eating all this stuff and, that ain't what I bargained for. But, I just don't think you should do that. But you could eat these ones, just spread them out, and I think that'd be okay. Just a little thought there. But they're all cool and different. And these are only $1, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the one in the bag is actually a unicorn. Yeah, you gotta love that. And you get a complimentary red ribbon right here in the front and a little card-shaped paper. Because again, remember, like I said, this is about Valentine's Day, and you're gonna see a lot of hearts on things. Now, when Valentine's Day comes, I know you don't want to be alone. I know you want a special someone to be with. Have I shown you enough to convince you that you need to just forget about the stuff you said and we need to just go ahead and move on together? You still saying you have that boyfriend? Okay, well, how come I don't see any pictures? How come you're not wearing a shirt with his face on it? I'm going to tell you now, if I was a female and that was my boyfriend, I'd wear a shirt every day with his face on it because it's just the most beautiful face I've ever seen. He was just crafted by the gods or something. I mean, it's not fair. Genetics is awful. You know that it's a crapshoot. You don't ever know what you're going to end up with. How could genetics smile on one person so much and leave the rest of us out in the cold with hammer toes and stuff? I mean, I'm short-waisted. My arms are too long. And a lot of women are taller than me, and it makes me feel weird. And then I get all defensive for no reason, and I snap at people who don't deserve it, and it's wrong. But, like I said, I'm out here scratching, I carry on. I got one more thing. I know this is going to work. I know you're going to be mine after I show you this. You got to be. Now, I pulled out all the stops with this. Yes, I did. Now look, this even comes in a little paper basket. And now let me explain this to you. Now this is what is called a sloth. A sloth is an animal that moves slowly. And that's why this pun, remember we talked about puns? That's why this pun is on here. Slow, cute. And see, that's supposed to sound like so cute, but it says slow cute because sloths are slow. And they even included this stuffed animal. This is a sloth. Kind of looks like a raccoon with a tie, a little bow tie, but it's a sloth. And you're going to get candy in here, saltwater taffy creams, the little caramel creams, fruit snacks. There's a coloring set in here and another great big bow. Now, I went all out here because of my insecurity. See, Mother's always saying, Carl, you're never going to find the woman that's going to deal with you in your weird ways. I'm going to prove her wrong. I think she's wrong about that. You know, sometimes just because somebody is your mother, it doesn't mean that everything they say is true. I mean, you can still look up to them, but you have to look at what they say objectively. You try to look at it like an outsider and take emotion out of it. And sometimes you realize a lot of what they say is just hogwash. I think my mother's a lot of hogwash. She says things that just aren't true about me. And I'm going to prove it to her. I'm going to show her. I'm going to bring home a super special lady. And I'm going to just throw it in her face and say, I wouldn't throw the lady in her face, but I'd say, look, Mother, this woman loves me. Out you go. Now, I would not be ashamed of myself. I feel like I deserve a moment like that. But once I present this, you got to see this right here. This was $10. Now, I have not heard of anybody spending that much on any lady for Valentine's Day. This goes above and beyond anything anybody else is going to be doing, I promise you. So, in addition to everything else, you also get this lovely thing here that I bought with Mother's pension check. Yes, and you get coloring pencils in here and paper, and it has a sloth on it. It's all about sloths. And see, we could sit around and be sloths together. We could just flop around the house and watch TV. Yeah, so you could try on my shirts, and we would have such a good time. Now, take it all in. Look at everything on here. Look at that. This could all be yours with everything else once I find a basket at the thrift store. And then we can be a couple and we could be happy together and you can move in with me and we'd have the place all to ourselves. And, we just boot Mom out the back door. Don't even worry about it. And she probably said, well, you're right, Carl. It's probably time for me to just go over there to Autumn Woods and just die. I'd say, yep, Mama probably is. So, that's the whole kit and caboodle right there. That's the whole ball of wax. Now, that is just for Valentine's Day. Now, you got to remember, if you have a birthday. Do you have a birthday? You do? What day is it? Oh, you don't want to tell me? Well, I mean, if you have a birthday, Christmas, I would also favor you with gifts on those holidays as well. Yes. So, what do you think? Well, I mean, that's fine. That's probably for the best anyway. I mean, you clearly, no offense, but you clearly got some delusion going on. You want to keep saying that you got some kind of, oh, he's coming to pick you up. Yeah, I'm sure. You gonna run out when he honks the horn? Is that the kind of girl you are? They just pull up and honk the horn, you run out? Oh, hello, Mr. Mayor. I did not realize you were... Wow, you're tall. I didn't realize you were coming in here. I would have dressed a little nicer if I'd known you were... Do I salute you, or what do you do to a mayor? Okay, I will admit I was wrong. This is actually... Did you hire him to come here and make a fool of me, or... You are just astonishingly handsome. How do you get to how do you look like that? Oh, yeah, genetics are great. We were just talking about how great genetics are. Well, you too have a nice time. I believe I'll just sit here by myself and eat my $1 billion.